If you're just joining EarthMC, it looks like a normal server. You join and are greeted by players inviting you to their town. You see beautiful towns and nations, and it stays like this for around a week of actively playing. But now you're more experienced on the server. You know more about the staff team and everything going on. And you start to realize that the way this server was set up is unsustainable, the theme of this video. Everything EarthMC is built upon is unsustainable, and it has to be addressed. So today I'm going to talk about the future of EarthMC and how to stop this. Before this video starts, make sure you just subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow, and it helps me know to make more videos like this. So if you like the channel, please subscribe. Most of the problems I want to talk about in this video stray from the main problem of EarthMC. Over the past couple years, this server's community has asked ownership, specifically Fix, to reset the server. The movement has become widespread every time, but every time we are told by Fix they are not planning a reset soon. One of the scariest messages is when Fix said there was too much history to reset the server, which is not a good sign for anyone who wants a reset, because that could mean Fix wants to keep this server running forever. And I'll admit it would be cool if in 4 years we could look back at all the history of this server, but that will be completely outweighed by the extreme problems that will develop if the server runs this long. EarthMC has been open since 2018, or over 2.5 years, and 1/8 of the Sahara's desert sand has been mined. And that number will increase exponentially as space is taken up in the desert, because more people will have to move to the Sahara for space to build nations and towns. And as more land is claimed in the Sahara, there will be more proxy graves, and the Sahara will turn into a stone land with towns and nations next to it. This problem is also being noticed with clay. Back when I lived in South Carolina, our coastline was supposed to have clay on it, but you'd go out into the ocean, and the ground would be completely messed up, obviously showing it was all mined. The whole coast of the Atlantic has been mined of its clay, and even its sand. The whole beach was gone because the sand had been mined. I don't know where to find clay anymore. A building material we need to make brick houses and buildings. This isn't something we need to worry about for another year or two, but when it becomes a problem, it will need to be fixed quick. EarthMC is running out of gold to mine, which is a serious problem that a lot of us encounter every day. Back when the server started, everyone would mine gold wherever they lived, and it wasn't a problem. There was a normal amount of gold and everyone was getting it. But as the server went on, areas like Europe and coastal America got mined to the max. You couldn't go mining without encountering way too many strip mines that would stop you from being able to find gold. Everything was mined. Some people tried mining at different levels, like Y22 instead of Y11, but the damage was already done. Slowly they had to start moving to different parts of the earth to mine, the less crowded places. But this is another thing that will only get worse as people are forced to move to less populated areas, because then those places will get mined to the max. We're also encountering a problem where the best spots to mine are no longer good, because all the people mine there and it has nothing left to offer. People are now getting desperate, making towns on islands in the ocean just to have good mining spots. I've had many different mining spots. They start good and just slowly become worse. Minnesota, Cordoba, Nubia, all of which are just not producing the same level of gold as they used to be. This problem will only get worse. As the server gets mined out, it will get significantly harder to mine gold, and it will then become a non-viable option, because the time is just not worth the amount of gold you find. Unlike the sand, which is only a hypothetical, this is happening now. It's harder to find gold than it was 1 year ago. EarthMC is losing gold, and it's losing it now. An even more serious problem EarthMC is facing is the amount of land available. When you look at maps from even a year ago, it is significantly different. It looks empty. I've been on this server long enough to remember exactly what EarthMC used to look like, and it is way different now. Every year, more and more people join. More nations pop up and more towns are built. Nations are being created at a higher rate than nations are falling, resulting in more and more land being created every day. Every year, the server looks like it can't get any worse. And then the next year it is worse. Europe is basically completely claimed, with America getting closer and closer to that. Even in other continents, sure, it's not unbearable, but there's a very uncomfortable amount of towns everywhere, making it hard to expand without claim blocking someone. Like my town, which has 3 towns surrounding it, which I know will be annoying in the future. The problem with land is why I moved here. I wanted to get prime real estate before Australia gets filled up too. And it will. Every continent is seeing an increase in claimed land and nations. This is a problem. Servers come and go. The player count will slowly decline as you reach your peak audience and run out. And then when you add that on to the queue and the problems I spoke about earlier, that is not a good look for EarthMC's future. It looks dark and sad, because it will be. In 3 years' time, if it's still open, it will be a different server. Almost all of EarthMC's main player base right now will be gone, doing something else in life. And a new player base will have joined. There will be ruins all over the map, and most of the land will be uninhabitable without serious work flattening out buildings and roads. It's a sad and depressing future, and there's only one way to fix it. a reset. This video is meant to bring up the hashtag #ResetEarthMC movement again. All of these serious problems can be solved with a reset. Start it all over from the start. Now I know the consensus is about 50-50 when you include new players on who wants a reset. But what I don't see about that is that the more active player base, which supports the reset more so, also gives more to EarthMC financially than new players do. A lot of them are giving $7 a month to this server for premium, or at least would if the server reset. Fix runs this server to support himself financially, so I don't see why he wouldn't reset. Is there something I'm missing here? I don't know, but I think a reset needs to happen. Now this could all pretty easily be done, and I'm sure Fix is watching this crying in his room, but I assure you Fix, you're gonna do fine. Just like reset the server, please. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I'm really happy with this video, so if you enjoy it, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching. Geshgali, I hope you enjoyed it. Toothbrush.